Hi, in this video we're going to be showing you a nice tool you could use to convert text to MP3s. So let's say you have some files or documents or just some random text you want to type out and you want to have it saved as an MP3 audio file with a voice reading it. You could use this tool to do so. Alright, so to use the program you just need to download it. So here's what it does here, and we'll be demonstrating it. So here are the key features. And you can see up here as well, you could also add additional voices besides the ones it comes with, but you'll have to use an OpenAI API to do so. So you could use the trial version. You'll just have to deal with a nag screen every time you open it, and you won't get any updates. But if you do like it and you plan on using it all the time, it's only $19, so it's not expensive to use. Alright, so there is a portable version with nothing to install, and then also an installable version which will put a shortcut in your programs like a regular app. So the choice is up to you. So I have the portable version here. So it's just a zip file, you extract it and run the executable. So here's the nag screen. So the more you use it, this will give you like a countdown that you're going to have to wait for. And then you can click here to buy it or enter your license key once you do buy it. So we'll just click on continue. Alright, so it has two voices here, the Microsoft Zero and the Microsoft David. So you could switch in between them. You could change the voice pitch, the sound level, and the speech level. Then you have some audio format options here if you want to change that. Alright, so you could simply type something here, or you could copy and paste, or you could even open up certain types of files. Alright, so I have this document open here. Let's say I wanted to take this first paragraph here. I could copy it, paste it in here. Alright, so I could have it read it to me to see what it's going to sound like before I save it by clicking on speak.
Viruses and spyware are both types of malicious software, malware.
And then of course you could change the voice between the two here if you just have these two options.
Viruses and spyware are both types of malicious software.
And of course you could, slow it down or speed it up if you want.
Viruses and spyware are both.
That's obviously a little too slow. And then if you want, you could have it actually spell it to you by clicking on this box here.
VIRUSCSANDSPYWAREARE.
And then this is the emphasize box. So right now the program will emphasize the whole thing, but I think they're working on a fix to where you could just have it emphasize certain parts of the text. So you'd have to click on this box and have it speak it to you again.
Viruses and spyware are both types of malicious software.
So you could try out that feature. And then you could click up here, make a new tab if you want to leave this open and toggle back and forth between them. Alright, so let's check out some of the options here. So for new tab here, if you have a OpenAI account, you could use this feature here. There's this replicate account where it'll replicate a voice, and then you could use that to have it read your text. Then we have the typical open and close. Here are save options, and you could have it save as text as well. So if we did this option, let's call this test. They pretty much just have a text version of what you typed in there. All right, then we have our typical undo, cut, copy, paste, delete. You could insert silence. So let's say I wanted to insert some silence here. So now let's have it read it to us.
Viruses and spyware are both types of malicious software, malware, but they serve distinct purposes and exhibit different behaviors.
Here's our silence.
Viruses are self-replicating programs.
And of course you could change the time of the silence too, if you want to have it shorter or longer. All right, and then you could check the word wrap here. If it's not wrapping the text, you could turn that on. You could get rid of the options there if you want to see that. What happens with your default new tab. So you have the option for Classic, which we're using now, the OpenAI, which you'll need the key for, and then same for the replicate. And then there's a PDF engine, so you can open PDFs, and this is the default setting. You could try this if you're having some kind of issues. Change the font and reset. All right, so let's open a PDF here. So you can see it loaded the PDF here, and then you can do the same thing.
Have a cybersecurity awareness orientation among the most crucial steps to avoid being attacked.
All right, so let's say we wanted to save this after we have everything configured with our pitch, our level, our speed, and so on. You have the option to save as MP3 or save as a WAV file. So we'll pick MP3. So you can see here, this is one of the limitations, up to 1,000 characters. So let's remove some of this, for example, here. See if this is enough. Let's call this test. All right, so here's our file.
Have a cybersecurity awareness orientation among the most crucial steps to avoid being attacked online is to educate your
All right, so you can see it's really simple to use. So obviously, if you're going to do longer MP3 or WAV files when you do your conversion here, you're going to have the full version of it to do so. But like I said, for 19 bucks, it's pretty cheap, especially if it's going to be something you're going to use all the time. All right, so I will put a link in the description where you can download Text to MP3 Converter, and then you can try it out yourself. All right, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.